A favorite of mine is a classic Hollywood hairstyle. Today on My Friend Jessie, I'm going to be showing you how to create this look with a new tool that's a flat iron and a curling iron in one. Jessie's hair has been shampooed and conditioned and then left natural to dry with a bit of a heat protector inside. What I'm going to do is just break up her curl with a nice paddle brush, and I'm going to work off of her natural side parting. Now I'm going to begin to section off. So I like to use these nice strong clips and not a tail comb, but with this tail comb here, it has a tooth missing, so it's very easy to create nice clean sections. From the top of the head, I'm gonna take a diagonal section to the ear. And what this is gonna do is just break up the amount of hair that I'm working with at once. I'm doing the same thing on the opposite side. And as soon as I get into the back, I'm going to break this up into two. And what that'll do is it'll just, again, make it easier for me to work through the back. So I'm gonna take a diagonal section and then still using my strong clip, I'm just gonna clip that out of the way. So what's nice about this tool is because it flat irons and it also curls, I don't have to alternate. So I'm gonna begin first by flattening the root. So then changing it into my curling iron, I'm gonna go ahead, and this is where Jessie's gonna help me, because once I have my curl set, and now I like to use a comb just to be a nice barrier so that I don't burn Jessie. I'm just gonna go ahead and clip that right to the base. And we're gonna continue in this pattern up the head. And so again, what's nice and efficient about having this tool is I really can just work into the straightening first. So again, just to help smooth. And then locking it in for my curl. And so what you can see here is I have a root that's been dragged, and I'm kind of curling everything on top of the same spot. And so what's nice about a lightweight aluminum clip like this is when I clip this hair, it's not gonna mark the section that's below. Continuing up the head, I'm just gonna take those diagonal sections and just trying to keep them nice and neat. And by having the right tools, it just makes everything so much easier. And once again, I'm just sort of thinking about having this area sit straight, shifting my iron so that at first it'll just flat iron to the area that I want it flat ironed, and then going right back into curling. And with the digital dial, I do have the temperature turned up to 370. On hair like Jessie, 370 is a good heat temperature. It's not too hot. I'm just making sure that the outside of the hair is hot. That's how you know that the hair has been fully curled throughout. By clipping it in this manner, everything is gonna cool and really take on the shape. And so what's nice about this is it'll speed up your morning or evening routine, because you only have to take or use one tool. You don't have to switch between a curling iron and a flat iron. And especially for travel, you only have to take one tool. And just for added smoothing, I am just going to smooth that top section a tiny bit more. Okay, so my first side or quarter is complete, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making sure, because I'm going to be placing everything on this first section, I just need to make sure that it balances to the opposite side. And because my other other side has completely cooled, what I'll do now is I could either leave all of these clips in, but that could be slightly uncomfortable. So instead, I'm gonna take them out. And what this will do is it's gonna smooth the top of the hair a little bit more. So using my smoothing brush, I'm just gonna combine all those sections of hair together and then just forming one nice curl at the base of Jessie's neck. And if I wanted to have another indentation, which I do, I want it to sit nice and close, I'm gonna place a clip on top. And what's nice about these is you're not gonna have heavy marks, they're just gonna actually hold that a little closer to the head. Now with a regular clip, you wouldn't be able to do this because it would just be too heavy. So they have to be aluminum. And then once more, just smoothing everything together. And then just like I did on the opposite side, making sure that it's sitting around the same. So putting a little bit of pressure along the top, still keeping my curl, but having it cool next to Jessie's head. I'm gonna have the hair curl in towards the face and then connect to the curl that's in the back. So to do that, I'm gonna work with diagonals once again. But because hair has a tendency to drop, when I'm clipping it, it's gonna be clipped a little bit higher. So with this section, I'm gonna stand in front, and you can see I'm sort of rotating my curling iron towards me, and I'm holding it about parallel to the section. So it's not being elevated or lifted too high. Because if I lift too high, then I'm actually gonna have sort of like an 80s or early 90s kind of volume to the hair. And all the sort of old Hollywood hairstyling was a little flatter to the head. So this is just gonna stack on top of the other curl. Now, if you have higher density hair than Jessie, you may have to take this in smaller sections. Or if you have coarse hair, you might have to turn the heat up on your iron a bit. And if you have lower density hair or really fine hair, you can take larger sections and also use lower heat. So you can see from the back, this has higher elevation. And again, that's just so that when this gets combed out, I'm gonna have really beautiful focal points. And then once more, just curling those ends, but everything is facing a little bit more towards me. So for side 2, I like to break up the very top. And what this does is it just makes it a lot easier because our hair tends to be a little shorter and we have really double the amount of hair because of the parting on this side versus the other side. So I'm just gonna clip that out of the way, and then I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing on this side as I did on the first. Curled right nice and close to the front of Jessie's hair, and I've got the curling iron a little bit wider towards the ear. And so if you didn't take 2 sections here, you would just find that curling the side would be really hard because there would just be too much hair. It's a little tighter at the top, and then there's a bit of a gap or drag by the ear. So lifting ever so slightly, not too much, because again, too much volume and you're going to have a look that's gonna not look like the right decade. Because here we're going for something that's a little bit more old Hollywood glamour. So it didn't have a lot of root lift. Most likely because they were doing things like pin curls, whereas using a curling iron is a lot more time efficient than something that you would have to wet set. Even do here, because it's not a ton of hair, is once this is cooling, I'm actually gonna combine it into the section below. So at the very front, I'm going to take just horizontal sections all the way along the top. So my first horizontal section, and eventually everything is just gonna drag and sit right along the hairline. so that when I go to curl, Jessie also has a little bit of a leftover bang or fringe. Now I'm gonna rotate it. So the opening is here, but I'm going to push Jessie's hair over to one side. And what this will do is it's gonna give me a really beautiful side swept look. And then this time I'm gonna take my clip and I'm actually gonna place it right across. So again, this is gonna make it nice and smooth on the top and then push up and away. So again, it's not a lot of root lift. It's really just about getting that curl nice and even onto the ends of the hair. And then once more, just flattening or pressing my curl and then stacking it right on top. And so there is drag. I'm not curling it right up to the top. And then just pushing that curl over ever so slightly and clipping on top. So for the last piece, I am going to just straighten that hair a little bit, just so that it looks nice and shiny and smooth and healthy. And placing it along the top. And there you go, that's your set. We're just gonna let this cool for a little bit, and then I'll show you how to do the comb out. Jessie's hair has completely cooled. So from here, all I need to do is remove the clips. And I'm gonna begin just by using a smoothing brush, just starting to unclip from the base. And once more, just combing through. And if you get a little bit of static, like I have here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of a light hairspray. So as another trick, what we can do is when I'm combing, if there is too much volume in the hair, once I've molded the hair into place, I can just take one of my clips and just press it flat against the head. And what that'll do is it'll just hold the hair in place ever so slightly while I go on to the other side. So with this piece holding this area flat, I'm gonna slowly remove the curls that I have set up at the top. And then once more, just brushing that so that it really sweeps across Jessie's forehead. And then as it hits this clip, I can take that clip out. And what I can do is just connect it into my curl that's underneath. So once again, just using my soft clip and curling those pieces under. So returning to the opposite side, once more, I'm just gonna gently remove my aluminum clips. And again, for static and just for overall hold, I am gonna use a light hairspray, brushing everything into place. And if I need further definition, I can just place my clips just for a moment or two to give a final spray. So the benefit here with these aluminum clips, they won't leave any marks.